Hello! Welcome back to Chelsea Chronicle. Jude Bellingham to Chelsea. The transfer saga that shook football. It was the summer of 2025, and Chelsea FC was desperate to reclaim its dominance in the Premier League and Europe. After a roller coaster season that saw them finish outside the top four, the club's new manager, Xabi Alonso, was given full backing in the transfer market. His top priority was a world-class midfielder, someone who could bring creativity, leadership, and dynamism to a squad that had struggled for consistency. There was only one name on his list: Jude Bellingham. The English midfielder had just completed a stellar season at Real Madrid, where he had cemented himself as one of the best players in the world. Despite winning La Liga and the Champions League with Los Blancos, whispers of discontent had emerged. Reports suggested that while Bellingham loved the club, he yearned for a new challenge, a return to England, where he could establish himself as the face of the Premier League. The initial Chelsea's interest in Bellingham was not new. They had been admirers of the midfielder since his days at Birmingham City. However, after his move to Borussia Dortmund and later to Real Madrid, the Blues had to watch from a distance as he blossomed into a global superstar. Now, with an ambitious new project under Alonso, Chelsea's owners, led by Todd Boehly, were determined to make a statement. Despite financial fair play constraints, they saw Bellingham as the missing piece to their midfield puzzle. But bringing him to Stamford Bridge would be no easy task. Madrid was reluctant to part ways with their talisman, and competition from Premier League rivals was inevitable. The negotiation battle. When Chelsea first made an inquiry in early June, they were met with firm resistance. Real Madrid was not willing to sell. Bellingham had a contract until 2029, and his release clause was rumored to be over €250 million. Chelsea knew they had to be smart. Behind the scenes, Bellingham's representatives were exploring the possibility of a move. The player himself had maintained public silence, but privately, he was intrigued by the project Chelsea was building. He had always admired the club's history and their ability to develop young talent. More importantly, Chelsea was willing to build their team around him, offering him the chance to be their new leader, a prospect that excited him. The Blues' first offer of €120 million plus bonuses was swiftly rejected. Real Madrid was holding firm, but Chelsea didn't give up. With pressure mounting on Madrid to fund moves for Kylian Mbappé and other reinforcements, Chelsea saw an opportunity. Over weeks of negotiations, they increased their bid to €150 million, a figure that forced Madrid to consider. Bellingham's decision. By mid-July, Bellingham faced the biggest decision of his career. Staying at Madrid meant continued success at one of the most prestigious clubs in the world. But moving to Chelsea offered him something different: the chance to be the undisputed main man, to lead a young, hungry team back to the top. After much deliberation, Bellingham made his choice. He informed Madrid of his desire to join Chelsea, and after further negotiations, a deal was finally reached. On August 10, 2025, Chelsea announced the signing of Jude Bellingham for a club record €160 million. Stamford Bridge erupted in celebration. The unveiling and immediate impact. Bellingham's arrival was met with unparalleled excitement. Fans packed Stamford Bridge to witness his unveiling, chanting his name as he proudly held the iconic blue jersey. In his first press conference, he spoke of his admiration for Chelsea and his desire to bring trophies back to the club. His impact was immediate. In his first Premier League match, he scored a stunning goal against Manchester United, announcing himself to the English audience in style. Under Alonso's guidance, he quickly became the heartbeat of Chelsea's midfield, dictating play, scoring crucial goals, and inspiring a young squad that included the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. Legacy in the making. By the end of his first season, Chelsea had returned to the Champions League. finishing second in the league behind Manchester City. Bellingham was named the club's player of the season, and his performances had fans dreaming of future glory. More than just a signing, he became a symbol of Chelsea's resurgence. Jude Bellingham's move to Chelsea wasn't just a transfer, it was a statement, a testament to the club's ambition, the allure of the Premier League, and the desire of one of football's brightest stars to carve out his own legacy. Only time would tell how successful he would be, but one thing was certain: Stamford Bridge had found its new hero. Here's the story of Jude Bellingham's move to Chelsea, detailing the transfer saga, negotiations, and his impact at Stamford Bridge. Let me know if you'd like any changes or additional details. New Chelsea signing Kendry Páez has reportedly already almost completed a loan move away. One new Chelsea signing, Kendry Páez, has reportedly already almost completed a loan move away from the club, a report claims. Chelsea have, of course, been snapping up some of the best young talents in the game and have players like Estevão Willian and Páez joining in the summer. But they have also got two more new signings arriving soon as well. One will again be for this summer, and the other will follow in the summer of 2026. Midfielder Dario Asugo is arriving from Sporting this summer, and his current teammates, Giovanni Quenda, will be arriving the summer after as well. It's seen as two top signings from many in the game, and Chelsea have worked hard to pull these pre-deals off, to get ahead of the competition once again. It was always expected that both Páez and Estevão would be coming straight into the Chelsea first team in the summer. However, that is not such a dead cert now. For Estevão, yes, he will be in the first team squad, but Páez could now go on loan in some surprising news out this week. Páez to Strasbourg. According to L'Équipe, the loans of French midfielder Mathis Amougou and Páez from Chelsea to Strasbourg are almost completed. It would be a good move, to be honest, to send Páez to League One to develop some more, because he is not quite there yet. And also, if he came straight into the Chelsea squad now, then he is highly unlikely to get many minutes behind some of the bigger names. So it would always be best for a young player like that to go somewhere he can play a lot more and follow in the footsteps of André Santos, who's been incredible for Strasbourg on loan from Chelsea. Another news, Rafael Leão, the Chelsea dream. The summer transfer window was buzzing with speculation, but one name stood out among the headlines: Rafael Leão. The AC Milan star had been on Chelsea's radar for several seasons, and after months of negotiations, the deal was finally sealed. Chelsea had secured the Portuguese winger for a record-breaking fee, bringing him to Stamford Bridge to electrify the Premier League. As Leão